we are going to see the East India Company and its trade. Yes, we are going to see how the company begins its trade and it multiplied. So the first English factory was set up in Bengal at the bank of river Hooghly. So first English factory was set up in Bengal. Initially the factory had warehouse and office. So in a warehouse they used to store goods which is meant for export. In the office the company officials work. So as the trade develops, the company persuaded the merchant and traders to come and settle near the factory. For this, the company began to build its fort. Now, after some time, that is 2 years later, after building the fort, the company bribed the Mughal officials for the zamindari rights. So what is the zamindari rights? Means the zamindari rights is they can trade without a duty. Okay, zamindari rights is they can trade without a duty. However, the company got zamindari rights for 3 villages. One such village was Calcutta. On the British time it is called Calicut. By this time the company got the foreman. Yes, it was by persuaded the Aurangzeb. The company now received the foreman. So the foreman is nothing but it is a permission letter, or nowadays the government is passing the GO, no, that is government order, no, like that. On the time the empire issue a foreman, it is nothing but a royal edict or royal order. Yes, I said the company now got the foreman by inducing the Aurangzeb. And this foreman contained the right to trade duty free. That is, the company can trade without paying a duty. That is, without paying any revenue. As the company started enjoying the privileges, it's expecting some more concession and it manipulate the existing privileges as the company is enjoying too much privileges. Then also it is expecting more and more concession and it started manipulating the existing concession and existing privileges. For example, Aurangzeb foreman. In the Aurangzeb foreman, yes, we all know the foreman granting the company the rights to trade duty free. So here is a problem that the company only has the right to trade duty free. The company only had the right to trade duty free. If any company officials individually involved in trade, means they need to pay the duty. But the company officials who are involved in private trade refuse to pay the duty. This caused the enormous loss of revenue for Bengal. So now automatically the company become the rivals of the Nawab of Bengal, and this marked the Nawab of Bengal, Murshid Quli Khan. How trade leads to battle? Yes, we all know that there is a conflict between the company and the Nawab of Bengal in terms of duty for the trade. Yes, this conflict got intensified after the death of Aurangzeb in the early 18th century. Yes, after the death of Aurangzeb, all the Mughal governors were keenly interested to arrest their power. However, the Bengal Nawab also arrested their power and autonomy as other regional powers were doing at that time. Murshid Quli Khan, followed by Alivardi Khan and then Siraj-ud-Dawla as the Nawab of Bengal. Yes, Murshid Quli Khan and then Alivardi Khan and then Siraj-ud-Dawla as the Nawab of Bengal. Each of them was a very strong ruler and they refused to grant concession for the company. And this time, the Nawab of Bengal asking the company to pay a large sum of amount as a tribute. The company got denied from minting the coin and also stopped it from extending its fortification. The Nawab also accusing the company of deceit. They claimed that the company was depriving the Bengal government of huge amount of revenue and undermining the authority of the Nawab. And also they are refusing to pay taxes, writing disrespectful letters and trying to humiliate the Nawab and his officials. So these are the complaints from the Nawab side. Yes, the company on its part declared that the unjust demand of the local official were ruining the trade of the company and trade would flourish only if the duties were removed. It also convinced that to expand trade, it had to enlarge its settlement, buy a village and rebuild its fort. If you see here, one side, the Nawab is accusing that because of the company, the Bengal government is getting a huge amount of revenue loss. On the another side, the company is saying because of the Nawab official, the trade would not able to get flourished. They need to buy up villages to expand the fortification only. The trade will get developed. Okay, this conflict lead to confrontation and finally culminated in the